Stuck in custom.
You were at the cottage 6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're the HDR guy.
I'm the HDR guy.
I missed you. I'm so glad to run into you, Trey.
Yeah, no problem.
Trey did the most beautiful picture of the Petaluma River using HDR. You also have an HDR book, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It came out about 3 months ago. It's doing pretty well. Yeah.
He dropped off his book. He snuck in, dropped off his book, and snuck out. I never got a chance to talk to him. You got to come back.
I didn't want to impose any. You were busy.
Trey, when I saw that picture of the Petaluma River, it just blew me away. I mean, it's just stunning. How many exposures did you use to take that?
That was 5 exposures plus 2 to -2.
So a stop each, basically.
Yeah, stop. I'll teach you how to do it sometime.
I'd love to. And what software do you like for making the HDR? So you've got the 5 exposures, 2 stops dark, 2 stops bright, and everywhere in between. Then what do you do?
Then you use special software to create the HDR image.
Now, Photoshop will do it, but you don't use Photoshop?
Don't use Photoshop. It's awful. There's other programs out there. I use something called Photomatics.
Everybody loves Photomatics.
It's the greatest. I have a whole tutorial step-by-step on Stuck in Customs. I've taught tens of thousands of people how to do it.
It's a wonderful website. Don't be fooled by the name.
Well, thanks. That's very kind of you.
I love the HDR you shoot. Have you seen his stuff?
Oh, yeah. To do an HDR, would you do it on a night scene like here?
Night scenes are the best for HDR because there's all these light levels coming at you. And the thing about HDR is you can see much more light with your eye than you can with a camera. So you have to take multiple exposures and combine them together.
Now, if you were taking a night scene like this, how would you do it? What range of bracketing would you
I would still do +2 to -2. +2 to -2 is perfect for 95% of situations. Only when you're shooting into the sun. At sunset, then you need to go +3 to -3. You know, the eye can see 11 stops, but a camera can only see 1. So you have to do multiple exposures.
Very cool.
We're getting a little geeky here, but...
No, our audience loves this kind of stuff, Trey. That's fantastic. It broke my heart that I missed you.
Win an award like Brian there?
Oh, look at that. He's got that award.
I think Brian's is fake. His is probably plastic.
What is this?
It's a Texas Social Media Award.
The Austin Statesman gave that out, right?
Right. This one is made out of transparent mithril.
The same stuff used in elven mail.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
If it's good enough to protect an elf, it's good enough to protect your heart.
That's very kind of you to say. Well, I don't want to interrupt you. You guys.
Trey, it's great to me. I feel like we just ran into a wonderful kismet, ran into somebody with...
slowed you down.
You didn't. We're on to the Mashable Party. Come with us.
All right, maybe I'll come with you. That's kind. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. That was amazing kismet. We're getting actually a fairly large group of people here. It's burgeoning, but that's okay.
You're like the Pied Piper of Austin. Yeah.
This is fantastic. But you know,
lead us over a cliff or something.
I knew Trey was from Austin. I didn't expect to run into him. You've got to go see. He put it on Buzz, and it's also on StuckInCustoms.com. But the picture he took of the Petaluma River, the river never looked like that. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, in churches, it's a good technique to use because the light's coming in from the window and it's very bright, and you want the shadow detail of the pews or of the artists, paintings and whatnot, and that's a really good technique to use. You do have to carry around a tripod to do it. So
yeah, you can't. The picture can't move at all, and of course, if there's people in it, that's going to be a problem because you're going to merge the 5 images.
Yeah, no, it's a great technique to learn to use, especially on night scenes and any place you have an extreme amount of contrast in the scene.
Well, you could see it in our shot tonight, actually, that while the camera exposes for the brightest lights, it loses a lot of detail. People look like silhouettes until they get close enough to our light to be able to see them. Sorry, I didn't mean to bonk you there.
Bonk. Have you ever met Chris McCaskill, the guy who started Smug Mug?
Yeah, I've never met him. I'm a fan. I use Smug Mug, and oh look, it's Molly Wood.
Smug